I was there, I remember, the looks of bewilderment and confusion, the laughs. That's how people reacted to the Nintendo DS, at least at first. And then that weird handheld with 2 screens became one of the most popular and influential gaming consoles in history. But at first, yeah, weird handheld with 2 screens. And it took a while for developers to figure it out too. Playing this is a reminder of that, of the growing pains that the different and strange Nintendo DS had to go through. Sure wasn't pretty.
Hey, you!
This version of Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, is a game that, on a different platform, maybe wouldn't be all that bad. It's a functional stealth game, it plays okay, but on this platform, it gets exposed like Sam Fisher in a spotlight. It's one of the earliest examples of DS developers trying to shove a square peg through a round hole. In fact, the best theory on display in this game is that designs like this, probably not a great choice for the Nintendo DS. Chaos Theory released in early 2005. This version came a few months later. It was the first time the Splinter Cell series had come to a handheld in 3D. In fact, you get the sense that that's the whole point. Look, it's Splinter Cell in 3D! Yeah, and it comes at the cost of quality. Trying to squeeze console experiences onto the DS was quickly proven to be the wrong approach to DS development. You don't need night vision goggles to see why. As with the console versions, you play Chaos Theory as Sam Fisher. He's this badass stealth operative who can sneak around, hide in the shadows, climb upside down from ropes. That's pretty badass. Chaos Theory is the 3rd game in the series, and again, the first to arrive on the Nintendo DS, as well as the last. Funny how that works out. Honestly, the general problem here is one of identity. This isn't the right game for a handheld, and that's true in a few ways. First off, the pacing. Splinter Cell is a slow, methodical game, and that's fine on a home console. On a handheld, that seems completely at odds with the purpose and design of the platform.
Is someone there?
Now, of course, Chaos Theory also has objective flaws. In order to squeeze the game onto the DS, they made the levels linear, so it's just point A to point B, which means lots of trial and error, which means lots of waiting to do things you've already done multiple times. On a handheld game, as you might expect, the game doesn't run very well either, and that really puts a damper on things. Chaos Theory looks absolutely awful on the Nintendo DS, with all the browns and grays that came from going gritty in a world of weak hardware. Not only that, the game chugs so bad sometimes, it almost makes it unplayable. Now, of course, that said, the game does get some things right. Its use of touch control in particular is at times very impressive. You move the camera with a stylus, almost like a mouse, which is awesome. It also makes aiming more precise, but at the same time, there's problems there too. Some of the touch control actually feels forced, and even slow, which is the opposite of what touch should do. Look, let's be honest, one of the reasons Nintendo doesn't get third-party support is that their consoles are so different, you can't just port games over the way you can on the PS3 and 360. You actually have to do something original to take advantage of these systems. Squeezing a great console game like Splinter Cell onto the DS didn't do anyone any good. Not Ubisoft, not Nintendo, certainly not Sam Fisher. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory is a great game, but it's not a great DS game. Thanks to our pal Fuzzlebob from Ohio for sending it in.